Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Prodigy's Mind here today, and welcome to How to Build Carnival Conquest, Episode 6. So in Episode 5, we started the front superstructure, but unfortunately we didn't have enough time to get it done. So today we're going to be finishing that, and also we'll go ahead and start this side, the wall of rooms, the staterooms. Those are always a lot of fun to get in. So that's what we'll be doing today. So to continue this pattern, it's pretty easy. All we need to do is continue what we were doing down here. So it's 4 blocks, and then the wall. So, oh, and I did do some things off camera. So let me go ahead and say real quick. Who left? Oh, Nico left. So I'm using, this is black stained clay instead of what I was going to originally use, which is packed ice. I've decided that I like the black look better than I do with the ice, because the ice gives it kind of this bluish look. I think the black looks better, so I'm going to try that for this ship, and we'll change it in the back as well, because I know we did packed ice earlier. You're more than welcome to do packed ice. I just think that perhaps the black will look a little better. And then, so we do this, just like we did on the area down below, and ta-da. So, yeah, and then this kind of just continues. So yeah, you can just draw this all the way over. Keep going, keep going, keep going. I also flipped it so you can get a better idea of how this whole thing will look, which is neat. Okay, so that ends right there. And this one, pretty sure. Let me look at Pacifica over here. La la la. It's the one with the. Okay. So this should be like this. Okay, and so the next line we do the same thing, and the next line we will do the same thing. Just kind of keep stacking them in. After I finish this, I'm going to cut it off of the top of the ship, and then I'll show you how to do the post-2009 conquest, and I'm going to probably delete the post-2009 and put this one back on. So I probably should have done the post-2009 first, but oh well, did not think about that. Because I'm going to probably make this into either Valor or Freedom after this tutorial series. So I'll go back through and make whatever changes need to be made to get them to be accurate to those ships. And I'm actually not sure if either of those ships have undergone the whole fun upgrade that Carnival likes to do, which would have given it that post-2009. Those are rooms, I think. So I'll have to check and see. But yeah, this is going to be coming Carnival Valor or Carnival Freedom, because I don't, depends, because I know Carnival Valor has been done. If Carnival Freedom has not been done, then I will go ahead and make this ship into that. I don't know if that wall is actually there, though. Yeah, it is. Okay. So I had to keep going over to Pacifica for this part, because Pacifica doesn't have that upgrade yet. She's still using the old school style, like this. And that wall, is it supposed to meet there? It might. I don't think it is, but I think it does. In our case, see, this is one wider, remember. So yeah, I'll just do that. That's cool. Works for me. So all I did on Pacifica, this got extended to 2, and then there's a wall, which is, I guess, cheating, but it works. Actually, might even make it 3, or make these last 2. Now we'll just do 2, and then the wall, like that. Oh. So yeah, so this is pretty much it, and then you just put in your floor, which I will go ahead and do. I'm going to get this as done as I can, because this is actually what we're going to be using, what I'm going to be using for the rest of this tutorial series. So this ship will be keeping the pre-2009, and also that way it doesn't look as much like the Conquest. Again, I'm trying to make them different. They are different. I mean, it's the same class ship, which is the problem, so they're pretty close. There's not much you can do about that. So, but I want to make them unique. Yeah, unique. I like that word. So I should be able to fill 35, 3, 20, 30, whatever that works. It should fill it all up, and it does. And let me make sure it didn't leak. It did not. Awesome. So you can see it's starting to come together. You can definitely get the shape and how most of it's going to look. So let me go ahead and make the selection to get this off of the ship. I'll build one of these little things real quick. Nope. So I can fly right at this height. Alright, so this is position 1. No, we'll make position 1 this way as well. Right here. Plus 1. And then the other position we want to be up higher over here. Plus 2. And then we want to stand right in the middle. I don't think this is the. I think this is the middle, right? No, this is. This should be the middle. We will copy. No, we will cut. All right, and we'll just go stand over here. We'll paste it, so we can come back to it later. And I clip this. Let me just undo that. Move it a little further over. There we go. So I'll come back to that later and grab it up, so we can finish it. All right. So for the second part now, it's really just more glass. So it's not extremely difficult by any stretch of the imagination. It's pretty simple. So that is the middle, I think. It should be 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, that's the middle. Okay. So okay. So the way that I designed it, again, it works so that it'll fit either way. So this is just like that. And so this will continue all the way down to here. And we'll work on it here because it gets a little funky. Okay, but it does, I get it to go all the way there. And then the next row is right here. And I think the way that I did it was that will end there, and then this one ends right here. Yeah, that's how it is. So, yep. So, many of you might remember that a long time ago, I used to do a lot of these fictional ships where I'd build a ship, and I basically didn't do any real ships. They were all fictional. They were all these do whatever I want kind of ships. You remember MCCL? That was my sort of cruise line thing, where we put all these ships. I haven't done that in forever. It's been 2 years. The last ship that was even remotely fictional was the one that was in the How to Build a Cruise Liner series, the one before this one that of course didn't get finished, you know. Me and JGA, who you just saw teleport to me, have actually started another one on here, and it's still very much kind of this outline. It's coming along. Oh wait, I don't want it to go this far away, because there is a wall, and this wall lines up with the wall of the ship. Okay, I can do that. There's a wall here. But this ship is very much still like an outline, and there's really not much to it yet, though it should be cool, and I'm really excited about it. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. I might do some update videos. As you might have noticed, I've been trying to do these tutorial videos on Fridays, and then like a Wednesday or Thursday have something else thrown in there, be it a ship showcase video or a update video, or just like a project video like I did Meyer Werft a few weeks ago. Those have been going on Wednesdays, and I actually have one for this Wednesday, and it's a ship review, which should be cool because I haven't done one of those since I haven't done one of those on this new computer yet. So the last one I did was super laggy and bad, so that should be cool. So yeah, keep an eye out for that, of course. Also, for when you're doing it this way, you're going to want to change it to this, like that. Yeah, because people will actually stand here, so it doesn't matter what color this is. Like before, it was just covered with wool, or with yeah, it was covered with wool for the railings. But since this is actually, I think this is, one would think a balcony. I'm pretty sure, because that's like a stateroom thing right there. I think. I'm pretty sure. I think I remember looking up the plans on Carnival Conquest to see what those were for, and that's what they're for. So there you go. You can kind of see how it is, and actually I will keep this on there until the end of the video, and I'll paste that one back in and remove this one. So next we need to put in our little, yeah, so this goes in like this. Yeah, this should be how it is. Yeah, and then so this is all, so there's another level of continue the pattern up there. So it shouldn't be difficult. So this is floor level, and then we can do one more. like this. And then you have your floor, 1, 2, 3, 4, wall, 1, 2, 3, 4, come out 2, 1, like that. Actually, no, that's 1 too high. That's like this. Yeah, that wall's too high anyway. And then yeah, so you just continue it again. So I'm sure you can see it's really not that, it doesn't get much easier than this really. So yeah, we will just continue. It should be a seamless paste in from that into here, seeing as I get it right the first time, which I probably won't. But if you do get the where you need to stand right, it's pretty easy to paste, which should be cool. So again, it is interchangeable. So if you were like, hey, I'm feeling like I want to make this post 2000 Conquest, and you have the pre or post 2009, and you have pre 2009 currently, you can basically like just cut the one out and then paste the new one in, or build where it was if you don't already have it made, which is pretty cool. And I'm kind of really actually that's a cool feature. That's the way, and I intentionally made it that way on the first one. I don't know why I did, because I had no plans for this then, but I did make it so that it worked both ways, which looking back was really smart of me, but I never actually took advantage of it. So alright, so right here, and then it comes out to, and then up 1. Alright, I'm just trying to make sure that I don't screw this up. Alright, so we can continue this pattern now. It should line up, and it doesn't, so I screwed up somewhere. Likely here. La la la. Huh. It should line up right there. Oh, it's one. I remember that's one wider. Okay. Well, I'm not gonna worry about that then. Just yeah, problem solved. And so the next one's right here. There's one after this as well. Goody. Oh no, there isn't. Not on this level. There's only 2 here, and you will see why in a second. Because there's actually another big glass observatory area right above this, so you don't need that railing there. Because that third one acts as a railing, sort of. It's more of a seamless like iron bar. See, like here, it's like a railing. Also, we didn't put lights in, so let me go ahead and put lights in. I'm trying to remember how I did it. I think there's one in the middle, right, and then it's every 3. One in the middle. Yeah, there. Did I no, I was about to say, that can't work. Okay. And now I don't have a beacon on me. Go grab one. Okay, so right there, 1, 2, 3, right there, 1, 2, 3, right there, 1, 2, 3, right there, no, not there, there, 2, 3, right there. That does a pretty good job keeping things all lit up. Of course, without that packed ice in there, I did take the lights out. Remember last video we put lights in the bridge because we had the idea, or I was going to use packed ice then. But I did take the lights out because there's no need for them with the stained clay instead. Oh boy, okay. Alright, so next, and actually you can put lights here as well. In this area, in these corners, there. Actually, really anywhere along that line. So if you wanted to, I guess you could make that all lights, but I'm not going to. There and there. So that works, and you don't have to worry about it. You can't see it from the top, and that just keeps it nice and illuminated on that bridge wing. So if you make it night, you see it's not bad. Is caps lock still on? No, it's not. So now that we have this done, let me go ahead and oh no, wait, let me first get this in. And once we get this in, okay, we're like 15 minutes in. We can flip it, and then we're going to work on our rooms, on getting the stateroom thing all worked out, because that can be quite a bit of a pain sometimes. So, one sec. Alright. Let's see here. Yeah, so we need to finish putting in this wall for both of these. No, we don't need to do both, just this one. Yeah, so we'll do that real quick. And you can do this now too. Remember, so that you can put your lights in. That's where the lights will go in that white area right there. Three, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 2, 3. Do. Alright. Oh, yeah. And let me fill it. Fill 35, 3, 30. Go ahead and delete that one out. Oh, come on, let me up. There we go. Okay, so we have that done. So let me go ahead and flip it. We can just do a really simple flip. So like boss 1. Since it's really already flipped past this point, this will work. Boss 2. And then easy cheesy, easy peasy, easy cheesy, yeah, GG. Just copy, flip, rotate 180, paste. And since we're using async, it might take a second. Yeah, you can see it kind of draws in slowly. And ta-da! You can really start to see the shape and the face of the ship and how similar it does look to that Conquest. Obviously, this has windows, which gives it some extra depth. That'll go into. Also, once we get all that stuff on top up there, again, it'll give it more depth. It looks kind of bland right now. It's all white. But again, the black windows help. Once we get the pinstripes in already. Once we get, I almost think it's the light blue that kind of kills it, but it looks good on that one, so I'm not too worried about it. I think the rooms, it's just kind of hollow right now. There's not much to it yet, but there will be soon. Okay, so for rooms, I've already sort of lined it up here, and this is kind of how it works, but I like to do it where the wall of the first room actually indents versus it being like this and then continuing, and then your railing goes here, like that. And so it's every 3 blocks is a room, and the wall between rooms is indented 1, but the floor is all the way out. Keep in mind this is already extended a bit, if you remember. Okay, so why is it like that? It's weird. I guess it's like that way on Conquest, right? I'm pretty sure I had a problem with that last video too. I'm just gonna leave that be. So the next up one, that's like this. There's an area here. All 3 of these, actually, the rooms don't start yet. And I fixed this problem. You can see that it's not the same. So this one doesn't use this system, and then this one does use that system, and then the 3 of these don't. But then at the end, this one doesn't, this one does, and then those 3 end at the stern. Oh, I also flipped the stern. I don't think you guys saw. I'm gonna go ahead and show you so you can get a more final look at, you can see a more completed version of it. There you go. So that looks really good. So that went well. That was from episode 4. So you can go to my channel, check that out. So next episode we will probably work on connecting the bow to the stern and get a good idea for how the ship will look. We'll be putting in details like windows, and like those windows there are all pretty accurate to how it is in real life. I did take a fair amount of time doing that. So yeah. So next, what's next is this area here. And so what happens here on this, so this is a wall, and we'll go back to rooms in a second, but I want to get this done. It's just 3 like that, but then on the wall here it's 1, 2, and then it comes over 1, and then there's like that. So when this ends, it only does that there, then it does all 3 right there along with this. So this will continue off of that. It'll make sense in a second once it's all done. Or I could fly over to Conquest and show you. So where am I? That's the final. Okay. Put all these in. Oh man, it's a little laggy today. Having some issues placing blocks. So I've been in the talks with Blib, which, if you're unaware, he's the president of Persian World, which is where I do a lot of my building. We're pretty close. we haven't had a cinematic trailer in ages and ages and ages and ages, and so that's something that I'd like to do for Persia, because that has not been done since like 2013, which is a problem. It needs to be done. So hopefully that will be coming, and hopefully that'll end up on my channel. It might not. It might. Well, seeing as we don't have a channel for Persia right now, it's likely that it will end up on mine. But if I don't get it done before or if I get it done before their channel is made, they're planning on making a Persian channel. I might start doing a lot of coverage of Persia as well, like general update videos, notification videos, sort of project featurings, not related to ships, but still, of course, Minecraft related. So if you want to see like update videos like that, then I could definitely do that. At the moment, we don't have anybody doing that. I know Thor, the vice president, wants to start doing stuff like that, but he hasn't had the time, or I don't know what the deal is, but he hasn't actually started. I'm not going to do both sides. But he hasn't started producing content yet, or really, I don't think he's tried. He hasn't mentioned it in a while, so I'm not sure what the deal is with that, or when his stuff will start rolling out. That'd be cool, especially if it's on both of our channels. Get the more people, the better, really. You know, we've been running kind of slow, actually. We've had, actually, you know what? No, I take that back. We've had a lot of good nights, especially this past few weeks. This week was kind of slow. Then again, I wasn't on most of that week, most of this past week. I'm actually filming this after I filmed part 5, so this is still like right after my testing week, which was insane. If you remember me talking about that last video, lots of EOCs, lots of exams, and then the EOC that I took was extremely difficult, like way over the top hard. So you know, yeah, it was a stressful week, but it's over now. I still have to make up a lot of stuff that I missed while I was on the cruise. I know I have a few tests, like normal tests, not standardized like exam tests that I get to take, and I still have another EOC that I have to take sometime. I guess this week. I don't know when I'll take it. They still haven't even told me about it. I haven't heard anything about it. So yeah, that should be interesting. So as you can see, it's really taking shape. It really is, and you can actually, I'm on the wrong side because it's not in yet. It's really taking shape. Yeah, it looks a lot better than it did when we left it last video. It looks really empty. I was actually kind of concerned that it would look pretty derpy, but it does look really good. I'm happy with that. So let's continue here. So I have it set so that these 3 decks of rooms, right there, and right there, start together. I'm pretty sure that's how it is in real life. I'm not sure, but that's how it's going to have to be with the way that the bridge is on this one. Not everything can be perfect. I try my best to get a lot of the details from the real ship into these replicas, but of course, you know, that doesn't always happen. It doesn't always work that way. It's not always that easy. So you have to cut me some slack. And I'm also being kind of stupid here because I'm working on both sides. I did that on that side, and now I'm doing this on this side. But I already kind of had the outline in for this side, so let me just bring these all out. See, those are already meeting there. So these top 2 decks of rooms, this deck right here and this deck right here, will not come all the way out. You can see this deck ends right there once it hits this Carnival sign, and the deck below ends not much further when the Lido comes out. This little Lido area right here comes out. See right here. So we have to worry about that. And this right here is super complicated. I'm kind of nervous about that. It was crazy, and it took me a few days to figure this out. So hopefully, we're going to be doing that episode a lot of hopping back and forth to try and figure out what the deal is, because that's going to be crazy. Hello, Jig, and Luke just came on. So yeah, we'll work on that. It's kind of an eyeball, and it also depends on where the room ends. So like I will make these measurements like where this stops, because you can see this lines up with a room, and then this lines up with the room. This doesn't quite line up with the room, but it almost lines up with the room. It's close enough. So everything kind of lines up with rooms. That's the idea. Actually, did I do that right? No, I didn't. Okay. I was about to say that would be crazy if all these lines right here lined up. Also, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I might change the lifeboat mounting. I've kind of been cheap about it. Oh, that's weird. Hello. That beacon's not doing anything. Oh, there we go. Yeah, these beacons broke. So I'm gonna change the system for how these lifeboats are mounted to the more accurate solution. They aren't mounted to the freaking ceiling like this. They have these little hinge things that are actually right here, like in this area. It'll be sort of like that, but it curves in. So yeah, but I'm not quite sure how that'll look, because then that'll make these look almost 3 wide like this, which looks kind of derpy, I think. But that's definitely more accurate, and it hopefully it won't look that bad. That's a little, because they curve in. They're not like flat to this like I just did. God, all these beacons like just stop working sometimes. And also with this exterior model, we will do lighting in the rooms. You see how much brighter? Here, look, I'll show you real quick. So this is Conquest, and that's Pacifica. Like, holy crap, that's a big difference. And like it glows at night, which looks a lot better on servers. If you're planning on putting this in a server, that's gonna look a lot freaking better than that is. I don't care what you say. That's a lot brighter and looks a lot better. I did a lot more lighting on this, and I worried, like you can see the lights all through here, and there's sea lanterns, which is unfortunate. Well, it's not unfortunate. That I don't know how I feel about sea lanterns, because I use sea lanterns throughout most of this. Most of this is sea lanterns because I don't like glowstone, and I don't like and I also kind of worked with this theme down here, but I don't like beacons in a lot of cases because they have to be covered because they're semi-transparent, which means you have to build this thing around them, otherwise you can see inside, and I don't like bothering with that. So I just went ahead and did sea lanterns. They look good, but they also look kind of weird. I need to update this texture pack because I'm pretty sure that's the vanilla texture for them. So yeah, we'll see how it is. I've been off topic now for way too long. Let's make it day. And so for these rooms here, we will. I'm gonna stack them for a bit. And so I'll show you the template sort of thing for these rooms. So here we go. So I do these balconies 2 meters deep. So there's 2 meters of wood for each one. Like this. And this one. Alright, so then you're going to want to make sure that these come out 2 more. So these walls right here need to be 3 deep. This is very nauseating. So that'll take a second. And I could have just worlded it if I should have. This is actually what I've been doing for the past like hour with JGA on the fictional ship, which still doesn't have a name and also doesn't have a cruise line, which we need to sort out soon, because that's kind of important. So now we can just fill this in like this, and you can see we get these little squares for the staterooms, these 3 meter by 3 meter squares. So for the lighting, to make sure that we get everything all lit up and looking good, you can I'm debating whether to use sea lanterns or use beacons. The problem with beacons is you'll be able to see inside. Like if I put this here and there's no floor next to it, not only can I see down, well, I guess you won't be able to stand above it because there'll be glass there. We'll use sea beacons. Sea lanterns. Sea beacons. That's brilliant. Thank you, brain. I should patent that, man. That was good. So you just put one in the middle of each one of these. La 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 la, like that. And then for in real life, the ships tend to have rooms that like they change back and forth. So like the doors will be, there'll be a door there, and then the door there, and then the door will be here, and then there, and then the door will be here. Like you see what I mean? Like they kind of oscillate. But I didn't do it on this one. It looks a lot more symmetrical when you do it this way, so I'm going to do it this way as well. But if you're doing it in an interior, like that's how I like to do it. Is I'll do it the right way where they oscillate. So yeah, we'll just do it the easier way. So I did the doors on the inside, so we'll do that. Why change it if it doesn't look bad? So you can see you just kind of make this sort of really fat L shape. It's like an overweight L. You just put that in, and the door will go there. And don't worry about the ceiling on this one, because the ceiling will be whatever it is for the deck above. And I guess in this case the deck above is actually that, so you could just make it wool. You can see it's gray wool there. That'll probably end up being gray wool. I'm gonna make all these decks need to be filled in still, which I will do soon, to gray wool. And that way it's not like a total empty mess like that one is here. I want to show you real quick. Let's go inside. So we'll just break in here. That's cool. Alright, so this one has a floor. What about below? Oh, cool. This one has a floor too. And over here actually is our atrium. And this is where you can get down and see the mess. So you can see this is using the whole packed ice pattern thing that I did. You can see how hectic it looks. This is black wool. Black stained clay. Oh, okay. There's the pool. So you can see how the hectic things look inside. Not, of course, all these lighting glitches, they don't help either. So yeah, and then I'm using red stained clay back here for the wall. Well, I guess I think I used red stained clay for all. Yeah, I did. Actually, the red stained clay looks kind of cool. Maybe I'll go do that because I'm using just white wool right now. The red stained clay gives it kind of this flashy appearance. I kind of like that. So let's go ahead and get out of here. So you can see it's really sloppy in here. It's not pretty. Okay. All right. So we'll change it to red stained clay. Why not? It gives it a little bit of extra, less blandness. Which at this point, this ship could use a little bit of that. It is looking a little bit bland, to be honest. But again, I think that's just because there's not much to it yet. It's still kind of, empty. All right. So, and then last but not least, you need to put your doors in. That's kind of important. Okay, and then we'll put in the black stained clay behind it, and I'm just gonna make a solid wall of black stained clay. I'm not gonna bother just covering this. So we'll do black stained clay from here to here. Set 159, 15. Okay, so now to stack it, we select one corner, and this is including this wall. Actually, wait. We need to get our railings in. Put your railing in. Alright, so now, this selection includes this left wall here. So we want our next selection to not include the wall. So it'll be there. And then all you need to do is stack 10 north. Oh, oops. I screwed that up. So this selection needs to be outside. So be sure to include all of it. Like that. There you go. And I forgot to do details on the balconies. Okay, I guess we'll undo that. Alright, so you'll want to put in like a chair and a table, pretty much. That's all you need to do. So we'll do that. That's cobblestone, so we'll need a cobblestone chair or stairs, and then just some carpet. Then we'll do black. Because black is easy and looks clean. So the table I like to do against the wall here. So that's the base for the table. And then put the chairs in against the glass. That one's upside down. Again, you want to make sure that all of this is right, because if it's not, you stack it, then they're all wrong, everything. So if the door gets messed up, if a door is open, it stacks with that door open, which could be a pain in the butt later on. So you want to be careful, especially when you're doing these original. Alright, so now we can stack 10 north. And you can see there, we're getting all of our details. Boom, it looks good, and it will be lit at night. You'll see it is illuminated. We're gonna make the day. If there's anyone else in storage, they're gonna be pissed off. So yeah, I think that pretty much wraps it up for this episode. We'll worry about where the rooms end and everything in the next video. This is just kind of a get an idea for how this works. Also, you can set 35 here for now. We'll put in the muster station and the promenade deck later. But yeah, it's looking good, it has a little bit more character to it. It's not so empty. I think once we get the promenade deck in, I'm also going to be doing details underneath. After I filmed a ship showcase yesterday of Captain Soleil, and again I might still be mispronouncing this because I know that I still don't know how. So sorry, Captain. But his Luminosa, Costa Luminosa, it's actually a Spirit. It's a Spirit Vista hybrid class. And I noticed that he did all the details underneath, like the mooring stations and everything. And if you look at all of these ships in my lineup here, not a single one has it, which is actually kind of embarrassing. So I'm going to be doing it on Legend in the future before that's released. I'll definitely be doing it on Freedom/Conquest, the one that we're building now. And I'll be doing it on Britannia as well, I guess. That one's going to be crazy, though, because it's a huge area underneath there, so that should be interesting. What do you say we paste this back in now? So it's pretty easy to do. So this is +1. Actually, I don't really want to select all of it, so we'll do +1 here. +1 and +2. You want to get flying. You want to be at this level over here, and you can come out a little further. That's fine. +2, and then you want to stand in the middle. Should be this one. You want to copy it. And really, it should paste in without any issues. The only thing we'll have to change is that right there, because those wings shouldn't be there. So now we find the middle. Wait, yeah, we're going to stand right here. Look at that, it did. It pasted in like a glove, and it even got rid of the bridge wing, so I don't have to do that myself. Awesome. The only thing it didn't change was the glass here. And then also these need to be changed back, because if you remember, we changed it to... Look at that, man. That pasted in perfectly. Awesome. Oh, well, I don't know what happened there, but that didn't work. Oh, because it's not there in the first place. Okay. Yeah, we can flip that real quick. Actually, no, we can't flip that. Alright, so we're about 36 minutes. Hopefully I can end this by 40. So I just need to finish this up now. So yeah, this is how I will leave it. You're more than welcome to do either way, because I have now shown you both ways on how you can do it. Again, I will be leaving it this way. So you want to make this 2 wide anyway. Like so. And you want to put this wall in. That'd be pretty useful. La 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 la. And this last one now. And I think it also screwed up the wall up here. Yeah, it did. So I need to put that back in now, or lower it, I guess. Yeah, the bottom 2 got clipped. So yeah, I'm really happy that it's interchangeable and that I had made it that way in the first place. Even though we did just build this from scratch, so I could have done it, made it that way now if it wasn't. But I find it funny that back then it was like November-ish when I built this, when I built the original Conquest over there. I had no plan of doing this. I had no plan of doing a tutorial series or... Oh wait, I screwed my pattern up. Because that's only 3. No, wait, what? What's going on? It doesn't line up somewhere, because you can see, like, I can fall in here, and I can't here. I think I just need to move it all back 1. That's a pretty easy fix. We'll select that. Oh, I guess I need to do up here. So I will fly up. Okay, so this is +1. And +2 over here. Move 1 north. Okay, and then this is +1. We'll +2 right here. It doesn't matter on this side, so we'll +2. +2 and move 1 north. That should fix it. Though now I have to fix that wall again, of course. Wait, let me check. How did it screw it up? I want to see. Okay, it fixed it. That's good. That's a plus. But the walls now messed up because it's supposed to be. Well, this kind of sucks to happen. 2, 3. See, all this needs to be moved back 1. That got moved back, but this does too. 1 north. Yeah, and then like this. Hey, this kind of sucks. I think I already said that. This sucks. Straight up. Won't take but a second, really. That was a mistake on my part when I was doing the pattern earlier. I missed kind of place a block. See, it all comes down to 1 block, guys. 1 block did all this. Almost. la la la. And then we can stand right here and do the fill. It should be here somewhere, yeah. I'm too lazy to type it in. Where is it? There it is. And please tell me it didn't leak anywhere. It didn't, because it would have already done so. No leakage. No leakage. Awesome. Oh, I missed it. Alright, so if everything went correctly there, it's done now. And I did do everything correctly, so it is done. One last thing that I will do is this needs to be put on both sides now. So we will copy, and we will flip, and we will rotate 180, and we will paste. And if everything went right, that won't screw up our rooms at all. And it didn't. Right. I don't know why those were there, or why it's like that. Is it that way right here? It definitely should be like that, but alright. Ah, wow. Look at that. We have depth now. The ship is more than some skeletal thing, which it was not long ago. We've made a ton of progress. I'm very happy so far. I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode today, along with everything, you know, so far. I'm very happy. Between this episode and next episode, I might do some basic like connecting this line to the stern and determining where they end. Actually, no, I'll connect these three bottom ones to the stern, because those three will go all the way. And then we'll work on kind of outlining the entire side here, and that will really give the ship some depth and really help you, you know, see what it will be. I'll also replace the packed ice with black stained clay, but it will really help you see, you know, just what exactly we're doing here, and it'll give you a better idea of what the final product will look like, since you have invested already by this point. If each video is what, 40 minutes long, this is episode 6. Yeah, you've invested quite a few hours into not only watching my content, but then translating it over to build it, which isn't always easy. Trust me, I know I'm not the best. So thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, be sure to like it. If you dislike it, then dislike it. If your feelings are more complicated, leave a comment and tell me why. If you disliked, leave a comment and tell me why. You can leave a comment with suggestions for ships. You can leave a comment with suggestions for build ideas, for video ideas, just really anything. Just leave a comment. I'll try to respond. Again, sometimes it's hard to respond because some of your accounts or your Gmail accounts are private, which makes it basically impossible. It doesn't even give me the option to reply to your comment. So if I don't reply, I'm sorry. I do try to reply most of the time though. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.